All right, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. About to go live on Facebook if you want to check us out over there. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll be ready in 1 minute. You can't copy and paste when I'm putting it in on Facebook. That's crazy. Once again, I do appreciate everybody for checking in with your boy. Once again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Trying to see what's going on here, but let me jump up in the chat. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Appreciate it. Samuel S. Roger Runnings, what's going on? Make sure we live. Clippers. Ain't a Clipper fan in the world. Clipper fans just came alive. That's crazy. Everybody, some people in LA want to claim they're a Clipper fan. That's tough. Everybody in LA want to claim they're a Clipper fan. Everybody in LA want to claim they're a Clipper fan. Whatever floats your boat. Alright? But hey, I do appreciate everybody for coming in. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code GoodFella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Website, promo code, description. Check them out, man. Get the 18% off. Share the videos. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And we streaming right now on Facebook. If you want to check us out on Facebook, that link's in the description on YouTube. If you want to check us out on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, name is right across your screen. Goodfellas Sports TV as spelled right there. Leighton, Evelyn, I hope I said his name. He said Fury Bum Bash. Yeah, we can get to Fury in a minute. I can start off many ways. I don't expect for this to be a lengthy, long stream. I mean, like 2 hours and no shit like that. I'm trying to keep it like an hour 20, 30 at the most. But yeah, Pacquiao Thurman 2. Let's talk about that. I did a video last night. That Leonard Ellerby is pushing, and we all know Mayweather's the real boss of Mayweather Promotions, and he has a say so in Premier Boxing Champions. So they may be pushing for Pacquiao Thurman 2. Okay, if I'm Pacquiao, let's just put yourself in the shoes of Pacquiao. If I'm Pacquiao, really, I don't know his finances. I don't know Pacquiao finances. Okay? But let's say he needed 2 more fights and then he able to retire comfortably. If I'm Pacquiao, really what I would want is, if I can't get Mayweather, right, then two things can happen, right? Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia can fight. I get the winner. Or they can both have tune-ups and I decide which one I want to fight next. Just thinking from a strictly pro Pacquiao side, right? Let me get Danny Garcia next, and then let me get Mikey Garcia, and then I'll retire. Other opponents that's around the division, obviously Errol, Terrence, 2 tough fights. I mean, Keith Thurman to be up there because he already fought him. It's just, for me, from a boxing standpoint for Pacquiao, if they say a Keith Thurman rematch, they can guarantee him more money because they think the rematch is going to do better, which I think the rematch could do better, in my opinion, than the first time. That might be the most lucrative fight for him because it's a known commodity. I felt fulfilled paying my $20 at the movie theater. That was a really good competitive fight, action-packed fight, competitive fight. It went back and forth. Obviously, the narrative was from everybody because everybody hated Keith Thurman, and the casual boxing fans that watch boxing, they don't know who the fuck Keith Thurman was. He took 2 years off. Everybody loved Manny Pacquiao. Everybody liked Pacquiao. You feel me? But from Pacquiao standpoint, shout out to my boy Corey on Facebook. I see you. From Pacquiao standpoint, if they say, okay, we can guarantee you can make more, like you made, let's say he made 25 versus Keith Thurman, because his guarantee was 20. And let's just say he got another 5 on the back end. That could be immodest. That could be a bit extreme. I don't fucking know. And they say, oh, this time we can guarantee you another 20, but you're going to bring home 30, 35 fighting, whatever it is, fighting Keith Thurman. Well, Keith Thurman, he don't punch that hard. I already beat him. Really, do Pacquiao want to go back through and fight Keith Thurman again is the question. You know, now Keith Thurman and warmed up. Do you feel like you damaged Keith Thurman a lot? Do you feel like it was true what Gary Anton Russell said? I think it was Anton or whichever one. And Tony, it was Anton. The brother before the fight said that Keith Thurman had a busted rib. It's a lot of narratives to be going here. For me, it'll be strictly a financial move for Manny Pacquiao to fight Thurman again. If it did what did they say it did? 500,000. I think it got a great chance to almost get to 700,000 or better. With the type of promotion they gave Mikey and Earl Spence, I really think it got a chance to almost get to 1 million pay-per-view buys at the $80-$85 pop. So for Pacquiao, that'll be a strictly financial move. Obviously, for all the Earl Spence extremists, pro Earl Spence fans, or fans in boxing, or casual fans, or people who just don't give a hell, just think it's an intriguing fight. Pacquiao, Earl Spence, you know, at the end of the day, if they King of My Hood, Texas, I see you. If they choose to give him to Keith Thurman again, I can't be mad at it. I can't get mad. Elton, I see you on Facebook. Salute. I can't get mad at him if they get that nigga Keith Thurman again, because he gonna make more money. They gonna do 600,000, 700,000, 800,000 buys. That shit gonna be easy. That's easy pickings. After how great that fight was, like I didn't feel bad. You know, if you go to movies, you spend $10, $12, and you go see a movie, you're like, man, I should have, fire stick that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Or you go on a date, or whatever you niggas be doing. You spend money on a girl, you find out, you finally hit it, and it ain't about shit. You're like, damn, man, Or if some of you niggas tricking, whatever y'all doing, you hit it, you like, it wasn't even worth the 20 or the 30 ball or the 50 ball. It wasn't even worth Red Lobster. I heard Red Lobster weren't worth shit no more. When I take my girls to Red Lobster, it's like shit, It's like shit. This the truth. I ain't no Red Lobster fucking fell off like that, I'm in my 30s now. I ain't no fucking Red Lobster fell off like that. I thought Red Lobster was the spot. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what the fuck they doing now. Benny Hanna's ain't even that expensive, but same bill as for three as a Red Lobster, really, depending on what you get. But hey, I don't know what they doing now. And sometimes you go see, sometimes you spend your money on something, you might get you that 70-inch you've been plotting on, and you like, damn, I dropped that 12 or 1,500 on it, but it's worth it. Sometimes you go get a car, you go get you're like, damn, do I really want this, Silverado, or do I want to get the Range? Jason, salute. Jason Sosa, what up, Dr. Blick? I see you. Like, damn. You get the Range, you like, oh man. I'm glad, I got an extra 300 on the note, extra 100 on the insurance. I'm glad I got it, cause it's worth it. Sometimes you invest time into a woman you just wanna hit. You finally hit it. You're like, damn, that was worth it. Keith Thurman and Pacquiao was on the latter half. It was worth it. It was an action-packed fight. It was worth it. I was surprised that the fight was so fucking good. I was surprised that it came out that way. Well, we already know, leading Evelyn, hopefully I'm saying your name right. We already know the juice was loose. And I ain't talking about OJ in the Hertz commercial running with the bag. I ain't talking about that. But Dr. Blick said Thurman said he knows what he needs to do to win if the rematch happen. Yeah, you should have fucking figured that out. I would say he figured that out around the 7th round. It might be an Andre Ward Kovalev situation where they pick up at round 13. And if that's the case for Keith Thurman, he got an opportunity to win. But that's my thing about it. Unless it's Pacquiao last fight, he know he can't get Floyd. And he don't, and maybe Danny Garcia, the money don't add up. Or maybe they say, you know what? We overpaid you for Broner. We felt like we overpaid you for Thurman because the purse that he got guaranteed, Nevada say it was $10 million. That's the commission purse. He was guaranteed $20 million for Broner and Thurman. That was a guarantee. He got in the Broner fight, $10 million went to the IRS before the fight. He got a check for 10 after the fight. To keep Thurman, I don't know what his IRS bill looking like, but usually the IRS is usually willing to work with you and cut your debt in half, just as long as you make the payment on time with your payments. But especially if you get a firm that know what they doing. He said Dr. Bliss said some people thought Thurman won. A lot of people thought Thurman won. Could have went anyway. Had one of my boys watch the fight. He said, this ain't the blowout everybody said. Yeah, it was a close fight. But for me, the only way Pacquiao doing a Thurman fight is strictly financial. He ain't going to get Floyd. And Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia don't bring that bag like that. That's just what it means. This will be his last fight. I know he want to fight till he 41, but if Keith Thurman do win, then it's back to Errol Spence and Keith Thurman being the talk of the town. That's one of the things I said about Pacquiao winning. I said y'all niggas not no closer to Errol Spence getting the fight that he won. Think it will be a trilogy if Thurman wins, as long as he don't knock him out. If it's a close fight, if he don't knock him out, yeah, it might be a trilogy. Pacquiao might go on his shield with a trilogy. He might be one of the few fighters that had 2 trilogies. Especially if something appeared on pay-per-view. Especially in the pay-per-view era, modern era. He might be making elite, but if he knocked fucking Pacquiao out, which I don't know if Thurman got the power no more. Because his elbow, the first 2 left hook, right hook combinations he hit, I think Pacquiao with, he had him on the rope. Nigga, like, I don't know what that was. It was like when what's that one movie with the kid, Rookie of the Year. He had the dope arm. The arm was winding up. He had the dope arm. But then he slipped on that motherfucking he slipped on that baseball on the field. And then his arm talent went out. He went back to regular. That's like Keith Thurman. He took them 2 years off. He had the snap versus Lopez. Like he had a little snap. But he hit him with that left hook, right hook combination. And it had no snack on it. Oh shit, he fought Bradley 3 times. I forgot. He might be the first one to do 3. Because one of Bradley fights, 2 of them might have been on pay-per-view. I don't know if all 3 of them. Yeah, they might have them all 3. So yeah, Pacquiao might, if he do that, Pacquiao be, an elite competition. I mean, in the pay-per-view era. Marquez 4 times, Bradley 3 times, and then Thurman 3 times. Yeah, that's tough. He usually don't give out a lot of fucking rematches. He beat your ass and keep it moving. But he kept giving Marquez rematch because it made money. It made sense. But Bradley, you can make a case he won all 3 of them fights, but I'm sticking by my guns. Bradley won the first fight. I don't care. He shouldn't have made niggas wait an hour for no NBA game. Damn, he fought Morales 3 times too. I forgot about that one. I don't think the first one wasn't on pay-per-view, was it? Yeah, Pacquiao might be racking up 4. I forgot Morales. He beat Morales the first time, and then he stopped Morales in 10 the second time, and then the third time he knocked him out like the second, third round or some shit like that. He beat Thurman. I am the John. He said he beat Thurman again. I think that was a close fight. I don't know. Can he make the adjustment? Especially if Thurman implement drug testing. He said Thurman need to forget. Why would he forget a fight? If he would beat Pacquiao, why would he forget that fight then? Why? Just because Pacquiao, he had a tough fight versus Pacquiao. To be quite frank, Errol Spence don't have one lick of experience Pacquiao got. He don't. Everybody think, because one style, hold on, because of one style is, oh man, he gave him a tough fight. But people gotta remember, Errol Spence got to walk through some fire. Errol Spence gonna have to walk through some fucking fire. Yeah, Kell Brook touched him up, but I never really seen Kell Brook as no huge puncher. Good puncher. But people said Floyd was washed up when he fought Cotto. Any given Saturday night, you can lose and not be at your peak. Y'all niggas say one fight, oh, it's over, he washed up, and that said that shit about Floyd. Somebody wrote an article about Floyd not having no legs. Oh, Floyd done. He ain't got no legs no more. And what the fuck he come out and do? Motherfucker swept fucking Canelo 12-0. Y'all gotta understand, this ain't fucking the NBA. This ain't the NFL. You train for whatever 12 to 8 weeks for one night. It's impossible, Lamont. Salute. It's impossible to peak for fucking 3 years. If you fight 3 years worth of fight at three times the clip, it's impossible to peak on every fight night. It's impossible. It's impossible to peak on every fight night. So you're gonna have bad nights, especially if taking 2 years off. It don't mean he done. Mentally, I thought he was done. That's just my opinion. I thought the hand was done mentally. Eric Duran on Facebook, salute. He said he didn't give Crawford any matches. You know, so you never fucking know. But all I'm saying is, shit happened. You thinking boxing like, oh, you know, he struggled with that guy, you know, and you don't know what be going on. Nigga be, you know, baby mama problems, mental problems. It ain't been a good camp. When I see a fighter like get knocked out devastatingly, like Spilka did versus Wilder, and then he got knocked out versus Kanauki, then I'm like, all right, then he done. You feel me? Then he done. Let's get Keith Thurman a follow-up fight. If he go out there, let's just say he don't get the Pacquiao fight. A Wiz finesse guy, salute. He go out there, he don't get the Pacquiao fight. He get in there with a Yugas. And Yugas, you know, Yugas almost beat him. They robbed Yugas because he's a Cuban, right? Shout out to Ishmael Salam, his coach. Real good guy. You know, you put him out, you put him in there and with Yugas, and he barely eased past Yugas. Like, he barely crossed the finish line. We debating if he won. Then I'm like, all right. Then I'm like, yeah, the nigga done. You know, he ain't got it no more. He ain't got the fastball no more. Then we say he done. But after one performance like that, after being off 2 years, and then 2 years is fought, you know. But if he was to beat Pacquiao, you know, and he figured it out towards the end, in the middle of the fight, he figured it out. But the problem was, it reminded me so much. It was so many parallels. It was so many parallels between him and Pacquiao fight in the Badu Jack and Adonis Stevenson fight. It was so many parallels between those two fights, man. Because you remember Adonis Stevenson, he dominated the first half of the fight. I don't think Badu Jack hit the canvas, I don't think. But he dominated the first half. He might have hit the canvas, but I don't remember. But Badu Jack dominated. He got dominated the first half of that fight. Pacquiao pretty much came out smoking. Then the middle of the fight, you know, it was in. And then, but towards the back half, Badu Jack took off. Keith Thurman took off. But the same fucking shit happened to both of them. They both got momentum. They started putting rounds in the bank. 1, 2, 3. You know, people debating like, oh, okay, you could have gave Badu 1 or 2 rounds in the first 6, or you could have gave Keith Thurman 1 or 2 rounds in the first 6, and then he's getting to that point where it's 1, 2, 3 rounds in a row, and then before, you know, they get to about the 4th or 5th round in a row. You know, what's that, like 7, 8, 9? They get to around the 9th, 10th round or whatever it is. That point in the fight, then Pacquiao, you know, hit Thurman in the body, and then Badu Jack. You know, Donna Stevenson, like Badu Jack about to get Stevenson out of there. Badu Jack get hit to the body. He get the hurt and he get the hurling over. And Adonis Stevenson do just enough he does just enough to hold on. He done just enough to you know, to eke it out. Kind of the same. It kind of remind me of the same fight. You know, so you see some shit like that, Silent Child, salute. You see some shit like that, then you like, okay, you know what I'm saying. So we'll see. And Badu Jack, after that fight, you know, Badu Jack, he had a subpar performance versus Marcus Brown, who fought fighting this weekend. I'm gonna talk about the fights too. Neutral Natural, I see you. And Badu Jack, quite frankly, ain't been the same after that fight. And obviously, Adonis Stevenson wasn't the same. And I've always go back in history and say Danny Garcia was never the same fighter versus Lucas Matisse. And Lucas Matisse was never the same fighter after Danny Garcia. You ever notice that? You know, Danny Garcia went in there with Herrera, which was a bad style matchup for him. Excuse me. And he struggled. But Danny Garcia and Matisse, they was never the same fighter. You know what? And that's one of the many reasons why dudes don't like to fight at the elite level. You know? That's one of the reasons why. They never was. But Matisse, it was criminal the way he was match made after that. Roberto Ortiz had what a 80% knockout ratio. Provodnikov was a big knockout puncher. John Molina, he went to war with a big knockout puncher. I know I'm not going in order. He might have fought another puncher in there too. Victor Postol, he was the benefit of him fighting. Matisse was advised terrible. He was match made terrible. He should have took that fucking IBF fight with Lamont Peter. He should have took that and made it a championship level fight. You know, I can just talk about how you know the criminal injustice that Matisse went through as a boxer. You know what? And a lot of you dudes will look at his resume and you will say, you know, blase blah, but nigga, the way they handled that motherfucker, man, was criminal. Look at the knockout ratios that the guys that he was fighting. He said, "Did you did you get into the?" I did a video on that. I'm not even talking about that Crawford ESPN shit. It's basic shit. That nigga Fred just fucking trying to, you know, if he want to interview with Crawford, he gotta stop doing that shit, dog. Okay, ESPN got the story was they ranked Pacquiao over Crawford, but cool. Pacquiao's fought Floyd at the welterweight level, whatever. They acknowledge like he didn't lose to Jeff Horn. Errol Spence been a welterweight way longer than Terrence Crawford. Okay, Terrence Crawford. He's only got to the welterweight division. Okay, he got one less title defense than Errol Spence right now. But to most people, his body of work at welterweight is better than the body of work that Terrence Crawford done. But conveniently so, I didn't watch the Fred video, but I just seen the clip. But conveniently so, Fred left off that they ranked Terrence Crawford 2 or 3 spots higher than Errol Spence on the pound for pound list. Ricky E245. Okay? At the end of the day, they want to point out and say, well, ESPN ain't for Terrence Crawford. They push Loma. At the end of the day, last time I checked, Leo Santa Cruz got more clout and got more pull than Errol Spence got on PBC. Last time I checked, Mikey Garcia came over to Premier Boxing Champions. He got more clout and more pull than Errol Spence. They push him harder. Last time I checked, Pacquiao, Pacquiao's, I don't give a fuck. Last time I checked, if they love fucking Errol Spence, why don't they feed him to Pacquiao? Why don't they found the money for everybody else? Why Errol Spence eating scraps with the hyenas and Leo Santa Cruz and Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia and Keith Thurman, they on Pride Rock with Simba and Naya, and they eating all the good fucking shrimp and the good cantaloupe, and they eating all the good shit. You see how he try to push a narrative, dog? He pushing the whole narrative, but he not telling y'all how the treatment, why Errol Spence getting candy corn, Sean Porter, and then he getting sweet candy corn Danny Garcia next. Come on. How you gonna feel bad for Crawford, but not feel bad for Spence though? Huh? Why Leo Santa Cruz get to do what he want to do? Why Mikey Garcia get to do what he want to do? Huh? Why Keith Thurman get to sit out for 2 years and hold the whole division up and stop Errol Spence's career? Where did that benefit Premier Boxing Champions? Where did it benefit it? What they say, if you a PBC fanboy, right? And it's cool. If you want to be a fanboy, cool. I ain't got no problem with you, Sean. Salute. If you want to be a PBC fanboy, cool. But worry about your own house before you go out there trying to clean up other people's house and other yards. Because if they love Errol Spence so much, nigga, then why they ain't finalized a Pacquiao fight already? Why they ain't already promised? Why he fighting Sean Porter 3 years after Keith Thurman did it? Well, he fighting him on pay-per-view. Fuck about everything pay-per-view this year. They both getting mistreated, nigga. Leo Santa Cruz can do whatever he want to do and still make it a good living. Look at Gary Russell. Look like Akon. I ain't locked up. They won't let me out. They locked up. Errol Spence been a welterweight longer. That's just plain and simple. Errol Spence has been a welterweight longer. Manny Pacquiao's been a welterweight longer. Pound for pound, if they had rated Errol Spence over Terrence Crawford pound for pound, then that's the story. Y'all looking at it how Fred look at it. You know what I'm saying? For barbershop conversation. You know, what would his pound for pound list look like? PBC all the way through. PBC, 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 PBC. Everybody ain't fucking biased. Everybody not biased. Everybody not biased. I said again, everybody's not biased. They say Errol Spence been a welterweight longer. Is that a fact? Yeah. He got more title defenses than Terrence Crawford. Is that a fact? Yeah. What's changed? Before Terrence Crawford got to the welterweight division, you can't rate a nigga that's not a welterweight. So what's changed to make Errol Spence the number one guy? Keith Thurman went away. Keith Thurman gone. So they kept Keith Thurman at the number one welterweight spot for so long. They kept him there. 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 When they finally stripped him, they said, you know what? We tired of this motherfucker. Ring dropped him out their top 10 pound for pound list, I think he was. And then they elevated Errol Spence, right? See, motherfucker like Fred, and I like his channel, but you got to understand that nigga angle. He be fucking finessing the fuck out of y'all niggas. You know, niggas sent me that in the chat today. I mean, in my Twitter, and I woke up and I seen it, and I had to school the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cool man said, man, what's going on? I say, y'all letting this nigga like mind fuck y'all. The nigga like, can't no nigga control me. I ain't no hoe. And I ain't no brain dead zombie. You know what? Motherfucker tell me, hey dog, you know, it's a wolf in your backyard, or you know, somebody dropped the refrigerator in your backyard, or call somebody to come get it. You know, just because a nigga tell me, I'm gonna want to go see it for myself. I might go out there with the sticky on me, you feel me? Or I might look out the back window, but I'm not about to just take a nigga word. I'm gonna investigate. Oh yeah, I seen your girl at the casino last night with another nigga. Okay, I'm gonna investigate. You know, see where she going, or you know, whatever you got to do to investigate. And you see her with another nigga she kissed up, and you know, she said she going blue on you. I'm like, all right, he telling the truth. But now I confront like, oh yeah, you know, then it's an argument. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was blase blah and this and that. I can prove it. Now you looking stupid. I don't believe everything a nigga tell me. It ain't Dan Rayfield. They vote on that shit, bro. It might have been Dan Fielder that rated for that one, but at the same time, y'all niggas expect everybody to think like y'all. Like, oh man, nobody's better than Errol Spence, and Errol Spence number 11111 because you like the nigga, or you from Dallas, or you from Texas, or because your favorite YouTuber made you like the nigga. Like don't make you better than nobody. Like don't make you perfect. You still imperfect. I like the nigga don't mean he gonna win. That's what y'all get caught up at. Oh, I like this nigga, man. He gonna win. Nah, man. He going up against, you know, blase blah. He 2 weight classes bigger. He punch harder. Just like don't get you nowhere, nigga. You can love the nigga all you want to. It don't get you nowhere. Love, hope, like, and boxing don't matter. If you got the skills to pay the bills. And right now, Errol Spence has been a welterweight a long fucking time. He came from 54 down to 147. His career, he got more. He's a better welterweight, they say. Just strictly welterweight. He got several fights at welterweight. Crawford got a handful of them. Speaking from a welterweight point of view. From a welterweight point of view. That's it. That's it. But niggas want to get mad and try to pick and start somewhere it's not. It's not a fanboy fest. It's not. The ESPN might cover the Cowboys like crazy, but it's not a fanboy fest. But at the end of the day, just I don't understand why people don't ask why Errol Spence ain't getting treated right. But then again, those same people want us to be like, you know, brothers. Oh, we gotta support this. You know what, man? That black activist shit in boxing is over with. Okay? They only want you to support guys that they like. They only want you to support guys that interview with them. They only want you to support guys that they like. I don't give. Hey, look here, man. If you black, you black. Now I understand you not supporting the raccoons, or you got a bone to pick with somebody. You just don't like the way they fight, or you don't like the way the linebacker Russian title fighter Sean Porter fight. I understand those, but for me, it ended. That black activist shit ended when they all sat there and all them black, the ball-headed triplets, okay? Emmett, Troy, and Michael Irvin. You pick the one that do the coke. For me, it ended when they were saying, oh, Pacquiao. Oh, fuck Keith Thurman, Pacquiao. After all the shit niggas that went through on the threads with Pacquiao, getting called, a spear chucker, getting called the N-word, getting called monkeys, getting called you primate. After all the abuse brothers went through in the Pacquiao Mayweather era, through the Pacquiao fan, you think I ever endorse Manny Pacquiao? DJ Black Charm Music, salute. You think I ever endorse Manny Pacquiao again? Knowing that it wasn't no drug test. You notice, had this been Errol Spence, and wasn't no drug testing, oh, it's your boy, back trill for the trill. You know, Pacquiao ain't taking no drug test. Oh, he ain't trill. But when it came to Keith Thurman, it was a whole bunch of hush ass niggas. Had it been Deontay Wilder, he was fighting somebody that Joshua wasn't no VADA testing. You know, your boy in Milwaukee, in my project. You know, it is fucked up. You know, the champ, they should have VADA, man. And Joshua, you know, they be doing that bullshit over there in the UK, man. You know, I'm pulling for the champ though, man. They should have VADA, man. They should have VADA. Luke, Zach, what's going on? They should have VADA, man. In my projects, they should have VADA. Come on. Wasn't nobody talking about the no VADA testing out the brothers except for me in town that I remember. It might have been somebody else. Everybody act like it didn't exist. But had it come to Errol Spence, there wasn't no drug testing. Oh, this ain't trill. Oh, they ain't putting it down for the trill. This ain't trill. Last time I checked, Keith Thurman, he embraced being black. But everybody sat there. Come on, man. Like I said before, man, everybody got their own personal agendas. Had Keith Thurman put on a trio boxing shirt, had Keith Thurman gave the LDBC a shout out, and I said today, you know, he wore LDBC with the line on his shirt. Had he came out there and endorsed them, they'd have been dick riding Keith Thurman. Oh, I know he did Spence wrong. He trill, nah. He trill. Like for me, you ain't gotta like my post. You ain't gotta come on here. You ain't gotta tell me. For all you can do, you can say fuck you and have a nice day. For all you want to do, you can tell me fuck me. I done had niggas try to sue me. And I ain't saying no Terrence Crawford and them people name. I ain't saying they name. But do that stop me from saying he'll beat the fuck out of Errol Spence? I believe it. Just because I don't like the motherfucker, I don't like what he did. Eli Zachary, JoJo Goat. I believe it. I truly believe if he lose to Errol Spence, you think I'm going to say, oh, Errol Spence ain't trill. Oh, he was on some shit. Look at his dog tits. Nah. I ain't doing that shit. Like, good win. Good win. Good win for you, nigga. Wow, man, you black, I'm black. Salute. But I believe it. I ain't saying, I ain't wishing upon a star. I ain't hoping. I ain't praying. I ain't selecting salamin. I ain't doing none of that. I believe it. And I ain't the only one that believe it. People at PBC believe it. I know for a fact they believe it. They already know. That Bud Crawford grabbed my ass. Al Heyman look at Errol Spence. I told you about going to fuck around with that Bud Crawford. You ain't tell me shit, Al. You ain't tell me shit, Al. I said, no, Mr. Crawford, no. No, Mr. Crawford, no. No, Mr. Crawford. Mr. Crawford grabbed my ass. Al Heyman like, I told you. I turned the TV off. I told you. I told you. Go in there and give me some ice. I told you. I told you. I told you. You ain't tell me shit, Al. Go give me another bum bash for 3-5. Hell no, I know. And to me, it ain't no 50-50. I see a lot of flaws in Terrence Crawford. At one point, I seen a lot of flaws in Terrence Crawford. They cleaned it up, but he been professional for years longer, man. So it's supposed to be like that. When Spence get more experience in season, then it'll be an easier matchup. Keep that same. Hey, they gotta want it to happen. He said Kurt Sugar had Spence beating Crawford. He know what's up, man. We politic sometimes. He was like me. I thought Spence was gonna win, but like I said before, the turning point for me is when he beat Benavidez. I was like, that was tough. Everybody look at it from a different point of view. I was like, that was tough. That's believe what you want to believe. It gotta happen for it to happen. Somebody gotta want it to happen. I'm telling y'all, they don't want it to happen. I've been telling y'all since the day I found out. But hey, let's talk about Canelo. I heard people talking about Canelo in this tweet. Yeah, Tom just sent it to me. Hold on, I'm going to look. He said, I'm very upset and ashamed with my fans to be unfairly stripped of my belt, but the IBF, or my IBF belt, by the IBF, what the fuck he said, but especially when I did not have the knowledge to the agreement that Golden Boy promoting matchmaker had signed. So basically saying, so they agreed to terms. Okay, I didn't know this. This is sent with me, so I'll read it again. Canelo Twitter, look, it was verified. I'm very upset and ashamed with my fans to be unfairly stripped of my belt by the IBF, but especially when I did not have the knowledge of the agreement that the Golden Boy promotion matchmaker had signed. Now, I don't know how many matchmakers they got, but I did know at one point in time, I couldn't remember the guy's name. He was a matchmaker there. I think Eric Gomez might have been a matchmaker for a minute. So, they agreed to a contract that Canelo didn't want. I guess it was him taking less money and giving Derevchenko too much money. I don't know what they agreed for, so it is what it is. You know what? I mean, Derevchenko going to fight Triple G. If Canelo fight Triple G, he get the belt back. Don't really matter. Now Canelo's been stripped of 2 belts, but I've been hearing he been underpaying people. You know what I'm saying? He been underpaying people. And by underpaying people saying that Danny Jacobs got 12.5, right? Danny Jacobs got $12,500,000, right? People is using that as the barometer to negotiate with Canelo and Golden Boy in the zone. Okay? What I heard they offered Derevchenko was less than the $6 million they offered Kovalev. They offered Kovalev, I heard it was $6 million. So the problem they're having is all those guys want close to the 8-figure number that that Danny Jacobs got. You know? So they offered Derevchenko less than 6. Now, if you didn't know, Derevchenko is an Al Heyman advised fighter. Al Heyman don't really politic with Golden Boy like that. Remember what happened with the Richard Schaefer, Al Heyman, Golden Boy debacle. You know, Oscar De La Hoya was quote unquote embarrassing the company, playing with kitchen utensils and the snowflakes. And then Al Heyman and them tried to buy the promotional company from Oscar. They tried to buy Golden Boy for $100 million. Oscar De La Hoya turned it down. It was right around the time Floyd beat Canelo. And then that very next, and right when Floyd fought Canelo, Oscar went back into rehab. And then that very next year, they started running out the contracts of all the PBC, or all the Al Heyman fighters. That was with Al Heyman. So, you know, Richard Schaefer, if they had 1 or 2 fights left on their contract, or Richard Schaefer got them all out their deals, Al Heyman got kicked off of HBO by Bob Arum. And then, you know, before all that, they got kicked off before Oscar De La Hoya and Al started working together. Because Canelo was on Showtime for a minute. Right around that time, you know, Canelo and them was saying, oh, Showtime hurt my numbers. So then Oscar De La Hoya broke up with Al. Sometime in the timeline, he went back to work with Bob Arum on HBO. So that's how he got back to HBO. And he took out of court. I think he lost, and then eventually, I think he appealed it. And then I want to say, I know my timeline kind of murky, but then I want to say they came to an agreement to send certain fighters back over to Oscar. They sent Leo Santa Cruz back over, Lucas Matisse. I want to say Amir Khan might have been one. It was a few fighters that Al Heyman agreed to get back to Oscar De La Hoya. You know? So the few fighters he gave back, he proceeded to make Santa Cruz and Rickendall. Santa Cruz called Al to buy him out his contract from Golden Boy and went back to Al. So, yeah. So, this is just history between them. He said, how come it didn't go to they did go to purse bid. They agreed to sign extensions. They agreed to extensions to hash out a deal. So, once the purse bid was canceled, then they didn't reach an agreement. It goes to the next contender. So, they canceled the purse bid to work out a deal. And the money ain't work out. That's basically what it is. The money ain't work out. So that's, I mean, I ain't too much I can explain. If he's going to fight Andrade, who I think will who I think will beat him stylistically, and Charlo could potentially upset him, but I'll favor him 55-45. Yeah, he gonna have all they ain't gonna let him lose. They want to do that Triple G fight real bad. You know, Josh Beasy said, right, my point, move up, thank you. Well, why let the belts go? Just drop all the belts and move up to 68 or 75. Because they want to do the Triple G and Canelo for the trilogy. That's what it was, but Triple G was supposed to get the last belt. Triple G fought Demetrius Andrade or agreed to fight Demetrius Andrade. And this is just me speculating. I would believe that they would have paid Jamal Charlo to step aside, and then September 14th, they would be doing Triple G Canelo for the trilogy for Undisputed, and then he would probably drop the belts. Because when you doing a fight, the thing that make the fight even more appealing is for a world championship. To call it a world championship fight, that boosts the value of a car up. You know what I'm saying? It boosts the value of the fight up. Excuse me. So. It's kind of like, you doing something to your car that boosts the value of the car up. So, whatever you do to a house that boosts the value up. It didn't have a tree there when you got there, and the tree boosts the house value up. Or you didn't have a garage in the back or a patio. You put a nice patio and garage in the back. It boosts the value up of your property. I want to see Canelo versus Andrade. What's up, Battle Rifle? I see you. Josh BC, I tell you, this Don King may be a so-called piece of ish, but he gets fights made. King muscled his way into boxing and got the Mob Top promoters today are using the Don King effect but can't move like. Don King had Mike Tyson behind him. That was all he need. He was going to get paid regardless. I do a progress in the Taylor prediction down the line. Boo Boo will take $2 million to fight. He guaranteed 4, so it don't even matter. He already guaranteed 4. He guaranteed 4. It don't even matter. Under his DAZN contract, he guaranteed 4. They couldn't make their mind up. Either unifying at 160 like you say you would, move up to 68 or no, it's not that. It's that Triple G. They don't want to fight Triple G. And Triple G was supposed to get the belt to make it for Undisputed. That's it. Canelo moving up and down the scales for legacy. Legacy fight. For him. He gonna handicap people and move up to 75 and fight who he want to fight. It ain't got nothing to do with Undisputed was really never the goal. Only reason Undisputed became the goal for Canelo is because they won the Triple G trilogy. So for a trilogy, what better way to fight to do the third time than for Undisputed? That's the only. Canelo never wanted Undisputed. The DAZN wanted Undisputed. Put it to you that way. The DAZN wanted Undisputed. The DAZN don't want them belts to go back to Al Heyman. They forced Triple G to fight. They forced Triple G to fight Homeboy. They forced Joey Carlin on Facebook. Salute, bro. What's going on? They forced Triple G to fight Derevchenko. Triple G didn't want to fight Derevchenko. They forced him. He turned down the fight with Jaime, like I told you guys. He turned down the fight with Jaime Munguia. But Canelo opponents want to get paid in 8-figure range or close to it because Danny Jacobs got it, and rightfully so. What has Danny Jacobs done in the sport of boxing? Keep it real to me. What has Danny Jacobs done? All right, he survived cancer. He got knocked out by Pirog. He survived cancer. He came back, won a regular WA belt. He had a moral victory versus Triple G. We all thought he won. All right. He came back, and I don't know what the fuck he did. He ended up beating Derevchenko for IBF belt. Derevchenko could have fought Mark Murray, but he couldn't get into the United States. He didn't want to go to the UK. Plus, Danny Jacobs had the HBO contract. So, Derevchenko chose to fight Danny. He lost. Danny Jacobs lost to Canelo. That's it. Then you look at Kovalev. I mean, Nathan Cleverly. He fought Andre Ward twice. He beat Bernard Hopkins. He fought Eddie Alvarez. Lost once. Beat him. Got knocked out. Came back. Won a belt. Then, that's after Andre Ward. He won a belt. Knocked out by Alvarez. Then come back. Beat Alvarez. So Kovalev looking at it like, you know what, man? I'm just as popular as he is. You know, I've done more in the sport than he has. I have, you know, I unified multiple titles. I think he did unify 2 titles at the time. You know, I unified a couple titles. I was looked at as the number 1, you know, light heavyweight in the world for a minute. When has Danny Jacobs been looked at as the number 1? You know, that's how he looking at it. Now Derevchenko, he just with Al Heyman. He want the most money possible. He was gonna dry out the zone. Because Al wanted to stick it to the zone. So if Al send the fighter over there, he going to get the most money. And like I told y'all about Golden Boy. Golden Boy ain't got that much money. Outside the zone, Golden Boy, bad. Remember when you was live yesterday and said boxing is no longer a poor man's sport. Boxing has become a rich man's sport. Very, very true. Oh, he said very true. With all the money involved, the fight should be. Exactly. You know, but I ain't crying because I ain't get Derevchenko and Canelo. I don't really, you know, care to see Canelo fight. Unless somebody is a skilled boxer that I know can put on the clinic, but really a knockout puncher. And a guy that got the mentality to be a knockout puncher. See, Luke Campbell can be a knockout puncher, right? He can punch. A lot of people don't believe him, but he can punch. But he doesn't have the mentality to be a knockout puncher. That's the difference. Some people are willing to walk through fire to get a knockout. Some fighters. Now, other fighters, they're not willing to walk through fire to get the knockout. It might be fighters out here that possess real power, but they scared to commit, and they don't believe in their power. They don't believe in themselves, or they don't believe in their chin to get the knockout. That's the difference. You got guys in boxing that probably got real knockout power, you know, but they don't have the mentality to use it. They don't. You know what I'm saying? People laugh at Deontay Wilder. But guess what? For a dude that was working 3 jobs at once to provide for his daughter, for a dude that was, you know, that don't know, that ain't that technical, guess what? He going for the knockout. I think Deontay Wilder got more one-punch knockouts than Mike Tyson do. Just looking at his career, obviously he fought lesser competition. He got more knockouts than one-punch knockout. It ain't too many knockout punches in history. I mean, one punch. You ain't just beating a nigga to death. 1, 2, 3. You knock a motherfucker out with one punch. One punch. That's hard to do. You looking at Julian Jackson that did it quite a few times. You looking at Deontay. Sugar Ray Robinson got left hook that killed somebody, unfortunately. You know, you looking at people that at least 3 or 4 times in their career knock people out at a good level with one punch. With one punch. You look at somebody like how many people you know on when you watch him fight, you looking for one punch. Tommy Hearns, he had that where he knocked Duran out and the nigga landed on his face. I ain't never seen that before. He ain't knock him out from the side. He ain't hit him a rabbit punch. You know, Jim McClendon, David Tua. He knocked the motherfucker out on his chin and he fell on his face. Usually you knock people out like Brazil knocked out Wilder, they fall on their back. His motherfucker fell. Go watch that Duran Tommy Hearns knockout. He landed on his face. He punched him in his face and he landed on his face. No, I ain't got Luke Campbell over Lomachenko. I think it can happen, but no, Lomachenko got too much fluidity in the hips and the upper torso. Also, as well as fighters, Josh Beasy say, these fighters don't have the charisma to talk whatever happened to boxers going into the ring asking for smoke. Whatever happened to boxers having weigh-ins and fighting times? You ain't lying. Everybody quiet, respectful. You know one of the reasons why? Because these motherfuckers be draining themselves to make these fucking weights. Nigga, you at the weigh-in, you ready to eat you some Papa Dogs or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You ready to get you some steak, some shrimp. Them motherfuckers, man, them niggas be hungry. They ain't got the energy to be arguing and socking niggas in the chest. Or, you know, Roger and Pernell Whitaker and around and shit. Niggas ain't got the energy for that. Niggas be trying to get to that Gatorade or that Pedialyte. Kevin Soul said Marquez did the Pacquiao. People be trying to get to that Pedialyte and whatever like that. But, yeah, they don't have no personality, bro. Because, remember, this is AAU unification, bro. All these dudes have, you know, they grew up in the amateurs together. Oh, yeah, I used to hold the mix, Kenny Porter. I used to hold the mix for Errol Spence. He is my top guy. All these dudes is family. Ain't really no rivalry. And if somebody got a rival with somebody like Danny Garcia and Terrence Crawford, they don't want to fight. They talk all the shit about Terrence Crawford, but then they don't want to fight. Oh, I made all this money this many times, and I'm trying to hear that. You talk all that shit, but then you don't want to fight. I ain't never heard that before. As a fighter, you talk all this shit, and then you don't want to fight. What his daddy say? Crawford a nappy-headed nigga, and you know he cheat on his wife. Like nigga did he like come on then fight? Oh no, we don't want to fight. We beat him and he beat us just to run. I ain't gonna talk all that shit. I heard a New Yuan Donaire going down in Japan. All three of the championship fights gonna be on separate cards. Fuck the World Boxing Super Series. Don't even bring that shit back. It's just like the NBA. They all friends. Exactly, Jason. They all friends. Cornelius Littlejohn. He said Brown and Pascal press conference was funny. I don't even, man, John Pascal, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't even, like, that's a joke to me. Marcus Brown fighting John Pascal. Like, that motherfucker old. Take the test, Bernard. Take the test, Bernard. Bernard, take the test. Take the test, Bernard. I don't know how many people remember that when him and Bernard Hopkins were rematching. Take the test, Bernard. Bernard, take the test. It's not me. It's the fans. It's the fans, Bernard. Take the test. Take the test. Take the test, Bernard. Take the test. That nigga Bernard Hopkins got mad and pushed that nigga Pascal in the chest. That nigga Hopkins was ducking the body test like he was Pacquiao and Canelo. Take the test, Bernard. Take the test. Take the test, Bernard. You know how Pascal talk. Take the test, Bernard. That nigga Bernard got up and walked away. Take the test, Bernard. Oh man, Bernard. John Pascal had a nigga funny, man. Shout out to Anthony Ray. He said Yugas won Crawford. I want to see that fight. Crawford won it. Appreciate it on Facebook, Anthony Ray. Salute. Share it on Facebook. Share it if y'all on YouTube. We on YouTube. The name is going across your screen as well. Goodfellas Sports TV on YouTube. Facebook link on YouTube is in the description. But take the test, Bernard. Take the test. Take the test, Bernard. I remember Pascal fought Chad Dawson. I ain't never been more madder in a fight than that fight. I was a huge Chad Dawson fan. Chad Dawson, he was on some bullshit in that fight, bruh. He was on some bullshit, man. Pascal just dogged that nigga, man. If you ain't never seen that fight, go watch Pascal and Chad Dawson. Chad Dawson, man, he was just letting Pascal just bully that nigga, man. Pascal should be fighting after those beatings from Kovalev. You ain't lying. Kovalev beat the hell out of him. He fought him twice. He said Filipino Heat 805 said Pacquiao and Porter versus Thurman and Broner. I got Pacquiao and Porter all day. All day. All you gotta do is hit Keith Thurman elbow or shoulder. Anthony Rayon, he said, Yugas. Well, shit, let Yugas cross the street. Let Yugas go across the street. You know, Yugas, let him go fight Terrence Crawford then. He said he beat him in the amateurs. This ain't the amateurs no more. It ain't tonight, is it? That fight tomorrow, August 3rd. That fight tomorrow. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. I know Andre Berto pulled out. Yeah, Andre Berto pulled out. He's going to be fighting Miguel Cruz. Same here, Chad Dawson was my dude. He didn't have the grittiness in him, but great outside boxer. Yep. Mikey be next for Pacquiao. Might be next. Him or Danny. Or Keith Thurman again. Keith. Yeah. Pacquiao might take that Keith. That rematch would do better with him and Keith. I don't understand from a fighting standpoint for Pacquiao what you got to gain. Hopkins had most of his big wins in his 40s. Take the test, Bernard! Take the test, Bernard! Bernard, the fans want you to take the test. Take the test, Bernard. Take the test, Bernard. Take the test, Bernard. Bernard, the fans, Bernard. Pascal, I was watching that shit earlier, dog. Take the test, Bernard. Take the test. What about Ruben Guerrero? You a woman beater. Floyd, you're a woman beater. You're a woman beater. You got baby nuts, Holmes. You're a woman beater. You'll be women. You a woman beater. You a woman beater. Is Pacquiao really rematching Thurman? That's what Leonard Ellaby say he won't. That's what Leonard say. You know who told Leonard to say that? Leonard, you know, Leonard, I've been in sport for 20 years, Leonard. Leonard, Pacquiao Thurman a rematch. It's a great fight, Leonard. I've been doing this for 20 years, Leonard. It's the money team. If Ariola in shape, that might, because Ariola got enough power. If Kanaki ain't ready, he might have enough power to knock him out. He said Tank could have lost that fight. He had to take that opportunity to hit him. Dude thought the ref was finna break him. Shit, protect yourself at all times. Tank was gonna break him down. I see him breaking him down to the body. Bernard swung on Pascal. Yeah, he said, take the test, Bernard. Take the test, Bernard. Take the test, Bernard. Bernard was like, man, fuck on. He put his arm around him like, Bernard, the fans. You got baby nuts, Holmes. You's a woman beater, man. Floyd, you's a woman beater. I got baby fever. Put y'all money up. I might bet on that weak ass card. Shit, it's gonna be 1,000 Polish niggas in there. Had it been in like LA or some shit, maybe you can get me. Maybe we could have made a bet. It had it been in LA. That shit in Polish. That's Polish grounds right there. And I wouldn't trust Ariola after that Klitschko fight. I'm straight. He get to crying. He could come back bigger, stronger. That motherfucker came back bigger, all right. That nigga was 350 pounds his next fight. I'm going to try harder. I'm going to come back stronger. Well, what was it? Vitaly Vladimir. One of them, I think it was Vitaly beat the shit out of my HBO. I'm going to come back harder. Like, Henry Ramirez be on Facebook and shit. I got an update on Chris Ariola. He breathing and alive. He alive. Every now such that he got an update on Ariola. He breathing and he alive. Ariola never took the fight game serious. He never got in shape. Man, man, you got a better chance doing with other guys. But he do got the power to knock out him. Let me talk about DIllian Whyte for a minute. All right, then I open up Q&A and I'll talk about Fury and then I ain't gonna be on long. Let's talk about DIllian Whyte. Okay, Quan, what's going on? Tell Lil Quan I said what's going on because I'm hungry. I don't know how the fuck I'm hungry. I just had some chicken teriyaki earlier and then that shit just made me more hungry. I don't understand that shit. But people saying, well, DIllian Whyte cleared the VADA test, right? Oh, DIllian Whyte cleared VADA. The UCAT after him. Everybody looking at it like, I'm confused. I'm this and that. You know, it's a conspiracy against DIllian Whyte. It's a conspiracy against DIllian Whyte. Nigga, you ever think that the VADA testing just wasn't good enough? Real talk. You ever think VADA just wasn't good enough? When I was watching Boxing AD channel and they did the story, he did the story about one of his homeboys asked VADA on Twitter. He got screenshots and everything. I gotta find that video. Did you guys conduct the VADA testing for a particular fight? They said no. But they tell you, oh, VADA testing is clean. VADA testing came back. VADA does not always do the test. Sometimes they hire a third party. And if DIllian Whyte UCAS B sample come back bad, right? and they come back dirty. And remember, say it was a small strand or whatever, metabytes or whatever. They said it was a small strand or whatever it was, right? Okay, that's cool. But maybe it was so small that Vada didn't catch it. And then Vada, they hired third party. They hired third parties to handle the testing. Vada don't always, if you don't have the money for Vada testing, they'll hire somebody else to do the testing. So who's to say Eddie Hearn don't have a deal with Vada, allegedly? You know? And he might have had a deal with UCAD. You sweep it on the table. Vada, you sweep it on the table. Everything all good. You know what I'm saying? Or who's to say that Vada testing just didn't catch it and UCAD did? It was a small strand, they said. He said Debo is oral. It got a short half-life. If he had 48 hours notice, it could have been out of his system, though. That's another thing, Eli Zachary. He could have took it, and Eddie Hearn could have told, allegedly, that, Vada something. Like, oh, don't come this day. Don't come that day. You never know. Vada might not have tested him that whole week. But UCAD did. The reason... He said, "Who's better?" They both under WADA. They both under WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency. That's who they answer to. They better. I mean, they both answer to WADA. But I do know for a fact that WADA hires third party to conduct the testing. WADA does not always conduct it. Even when they say, "Oh, Errol Spence and Munaki Haki complete the drug test," it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that they did the drug test. That's a huge misconception. It does not mean they done the drug test. So they can hire, like when you at work, and they see you take a drug test somewhere else. That's a third party. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. But then again, like he said, he could have took something. Vada came Tuesday. They may not came back to Saturday. Took something that's out your system in 48 hours. Oh, he forgot the UCAD test. Or, it is what it is. He said the mic is loud. I don't know what to say. Turn it down, player. Turn it down. Bernard takes the test for the fans. Take the test for the fans, Bernard. Bernard, take the test for the fans. The fans. I mean, Bernard. The fans. One that nigga doing like push-ups. When he doing push-ups in the middle of that fight? Was it the first or the second fight? It was the second fight he won. That motherfucker was doing push-ups. Take the test, Bernard. Take the test for your fans. The fans. DIllian Whyte didn't come out because it's all legal shit. You don't want to say nothing that incriminates yourself. You plead the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. That's common sense. Don't make him more guilty or more innocent. He just pleading the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. But that's all I got to say about DIllian Whyte. Tyson Fury next opponent, they can't mess up the bag for Deontay Wilder. They can't mess up the bag for Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is the reason Tyson Fury got that check. Not Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua don't bring that bag to America. Not Tom Schwartz, not Otto Wall, not Trevor Bryan, not Big Baby Sleazebag, Baby Miller, not DIllian Whyte. ESPN is gonna get their return from Deontay Wilder, from Tyson Fury off Deontay Wilder. So why would you mess that up? Everybody going out here saying, "Oh, Deontay, Fury's a bum, and you know what, man, Fury's scared, and you know what, he did pull out, but guess what? People, that's why it doesn't matter what you do. That's one thing I learned. I think Canelo learned from Floyd. It don't matter how many bad guys or how many boogeymen you be in the sport of boxing, right? It doesn't matter because it's always gonna be somebody else. Tyson, people forget. Them very same people calling Deontay, calling Tyson Fury a bum. Them very same people would have kissed his feet like he was Jesus with the loaf of bread and the fish he fed 1 million people with. Tyson Fury said, "You know what? I come back. I fight Wilder because AJ embarrassed the UK." He said that. He came back and fought Wilder. He was supposed to get knocked out. He He gave a good fight. Now he turned around. He didn't want the rematch because Bob Arum offered him a ton of money. Bob Arum offered him a ton of money. What you expect? What you expect? Seriously. What do you expect? What do you expect from the brother? Huh? They come out here. Oh, you can fight Wilder and make $20 million. I'm just saying hypothetically. I don't know the numbers. He said B sample might show a clean. Avra and Dabo are oral with short life with Joshua been on that ish. Eli Zachary said. But people forget that. See how people could forget what you done right, what you done good. When you go out your way for something, it's the same shit that apply principles that apply to life. They forget that you went out your way and saved a year. But then again, them very same people turn around and just kill the kid, kill the guy. And I'm not a big Fury fan to begin with. After the whole UCAT thing he went through. But my whole thing is this. Y'all forgot this dude came and saved the day when Joshua still ain't never was going to come. Even if Joshua would have won that fight versus Ruiz. But Wilder didn't sign that his own deal. He wasn't going to fight him. But basically, this is, he said it wasn't about the money. Anytime somebody says it's not about the money, it's not about the money. It's about the money. Whatever they offered him guaranteed, $10 million per fight, whatever it was. In 2 fights fighting nobodies, he made his purse price versus Deontay Wilder. But ESPN see the value in the Wilder fight. There's no more bigger value in heavyweight boxing than the Wilder and Fury fight right now. Even the Ruiz fight. If Ruiz would beat AJ, Wilder Fury 2, the rematch would have been so rich. It was so suspenseful that the rematch would still financially do better than Ruiz Fury and Ruiz Wilder. Undisputed or not. Now, had Ruiz got an opportunity to fight AJ on Fox or ESPN or CBS, then his popularity would have probably even risen higher. But Ruiz had to get out there and really work it a little bit, get on network television. But Wilder Fury 2, the first fight, the way it ended, it's suspenseful. I was telling myself what's going on. Tell them keep that jab down them little niggas' throats. All in doubt, get on that jab. That was Larry Holmes' thing. He know you get on the jab. Otto Wallen is from Sweden. He look like Tom Schwartz to me, fighting wise. He's southpaw. He said, I thought your opponent was Fury's opponent was gonna fight your boy Jermaine. Stop playing with me, bro. Jermaine, get the bag though, bro. Fuck it. Go, man. Tell him you want that fight, Jermaine. Get the bag. Get the bag for the Sag Nasty. But that's just what it boiled down to. People get mad all they want to. Fury and ESPN is preserving Fury to get their return on the contract they gave to Fury through Deontay Wilder. So it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Wilder fans and Wilder extremists and Wilder apologists should feel empowered. They should feel enriched. Because Tyson Fury don't want to take a tough fight because of Deontay Wilder brings the return for Tyson Fury contract to ESPN. Cordy Richards, salute. That's what it is. He brings a return. That's how much value they see in the Wilder fight. That's the value they see. They see, oh man, he fight Wilder. We're going to be able to get our money back. So, a lot of people, they may not understand it, but they babysitting his record right now because they need that Wilder fight to get a return. Javier Lowe said the dude that brought the wig have Ariel press conference. Oh, you talking about John Pascal? I gotta watch that. You go watch when he attacked Bernard Hopkins in a rematch. Put Hopkins Pascal versus Pascal press conference. Take the test, Bernard. Bernard, take the test. Wilder should let Fury down. He don't need Fury for ish. He don't. But the rematch is lucrative. It's lucrative. Yeah, this is what it is. It brings a lot of money to the table for both of them. And when he left loose ends hanging, he did it to himself where he need Fury. He should have done the job. But then again, had he done the job correctly, then it won't be no more money. It won't be no more money in the fight. That's the beauty in the rematch. Wilder made a good payday the first time. Now he gonna make it. He gonna have an opportunity to double his payday. They should do $700,000 next time around. He got opportunity. I mean, same thing with Andy Ruiz. He said details coming out of the fight later. It's too much money on the table for you to turn down. The money is more important to Deontay. I ain't gonna say Deontay too. The money in this generation, the money is so much more important to the fighter than the legacy. You know, me personally, I make Fury wait. Ain't Wilder Ruiz bigger than Fury than that fight? Not in the legacy scheme of things, yeah, but financially, it's not. In my opinion, it's not. I don't think it is. That's just my opinion on it, because the second first Fury fight was so good at the end. I think a lot of people wanna see what happened. You know, but if Ruiz, I feel that, you know, the Ruiz fight might be pretty big, but he never fought on pay-per-view. He never was the you know what Fury was. Fury had built himself up. You know, both. He had fought. You know, C. Cunningham here. You know, fought a ton in the UK internationally. You know, everybody. I mean, for Ruiz, if he beat Joshua again, we'll see. We'll see. It's a big. For me, it's a bigger fight because it's undisputed. But to the casual fan, is Ruiz and Wilder going to do enough to build that fight up? Because remember, Wilder and Fury, they talked that shit up. You know, all that friend shit went out the window, and they got the yip-yapping. They got the talking shit. They built that fight up. They did. He said, even with the Mexican fans, we'll see. But that fight was built up off a mouthpiece. It was built up off mouthpiece. And then, to this day, that's another one. But I could be wrong. What's up, Mr. Charles? I see you. Yeah, unsubscribe and resubscribe. Marisa was always on the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan a racist. African General, he did a video on that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some substance, man. But, you know, we'll see. Y'all got any questions, and then I'm out, because I ain't staying on long today. Fury don't bring a fan base out here in the United States. He brought a mouthpiece. It wasn't two Ruiz fans. It wasn't two Ruiz fans to rub together before he beat Joshua. If I'm Wilder, I fight with Ruiz. He beat AJ again. Then Fury hoe ass gonna get what I decide to get. That's what I would do. You stupid, bro. So, what's your thoughts on the future of 47-pound champs? Ain't Virgil Ortiz going back down to 140 for a second to get a belt? I think he's going back down to 140. That'd be a problem. That's a big motherfucker right there, Virgil Ortiz. He a big motherfucker. I like Virgil Ortiz, man. I think he gonna be a problem, man. I don't mean just like he gonna be a problem. No, that motherfucker problem. Him and Ennis might be one of the biggest welterweight fights in the next decade if they can get it together. Ennis still saying, I'm coming back. And they done messed him up promotionally wise. Yeah, I'll read off the schedule in a minute. I'm trying to see next time Virgil Ortiz fight. Just seen it on here. Oh, he at welterweight now. Yeah. He fighting Antonio Rizzoco. He's a junior welterweight, but I guess he couldn't make a junior welterweight long enough to get a title. But tomorrow you got Paddy Gallagher on ESPN Plus with Chris Jenkins, Mick Conlon fighting, Luis Arias fighting, and damn Ireland. So all them fighting in Ireland on ESPN Plus tomorrow. I don't know, maybe around like 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The main event come on 5:30. Then in Fox you got Kanauki and Chris Ariola, Marcus Brown, John Pascal. Berto and Miguel Cruz got canceled because Berto pulled out. Curtis Stevenson's fighting Wala Omasawas. Heather Hardy fighting. Carlos Negron fighting. Brian Howard. And then Sunday you got a card in Spain and the Philippines, and really ain't shit coming back on in boxing for a minute. The next major fight in boxing is that y'all might care about is August 24th, Kovalev and Yard. But also you got Ron Estrada, for my small guy fans, fighting Dwayne Beekman, and Brandon Figueroa fighting too. So you about to, Then that next week you got Lomachenko and Luke, Caleb Truex and Peter Quillen, Lara fighting Ramon Alvarez, Canelo brother. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, heading to I'm glad football coming back on. Shit. You say you feel like doing a breakdown of the heavyweight fight on Fox? Oh yeah, give me a minute. Let me make sure I get to everybody else's question. I was supposed to talk about that. I was gonna see if one of you niggas gonna let me get out here without talking about it. Anyone can lose in the heavyweight division any given night. Yep. Especially with them. Konaki was 266 today. God damn. Ariello's 244. He looked pretty good. Over under 1,500. They gonna make sure it's over that. They gonna give away tickets. It don't even matter. Jay Thomas. Yeah, he moved up to 47. Who wins in the boxing match? Richard Pryor, Bill Cosby. Richard Pryor, doped up and everything. Pascal said, "If I put this wig on, will you hit me now?" Bro, I was crying. He got another case with the same woman, Marcus Brown. I seen him at the Barclays Center. I went out there last year. He got a case with the same woman. So he fighting the case. And he got another case. Rizzo Ortiz is like Jose Ramirez with a bit more boxing skill, craftiness, plus way more power. I'm rocking with Ariola to KO Kanauki. Flame on 24. You seen Canelo was mad at Golden Boy for signing an agreement with the IBF without his knowledge. Yeah, I just talked about that. Kanauki by KO mid rounds. B1 best known for his fights with is known for being on Dante's videos. Okay. DBM always talks up Beeman. Sean Torrance, once Wilder get all the title heavyweight division, Fury would get like 95-5 split. Watch, that's what Mayweather shit. Beeman unmatched versus Estrada, he might get stopped. If Pascal bring out dude girl for the ring walk, he pound for pound. Marcus Brown gonna knock his old. If he struggled with Pascal, I don't want to hear nothing else about Marcus Brown on this channel. Can you imagine Canelo being with PBs? That ain't gonna fucking happen. Not right now. Canelo probably go over. He might if he go over to Al Heyman. If he go over to Al Heyman, I said that La Hoya might pull up on some fucking New Jack City shit in the courthouse on Al. But the fights this weekend, let me see what we got. Don't ask me shit about Patty Gallagher. I don't know him. Heard his name, don't know him. But I'm gonna watch the fight card. I might even go live for the fight cards tomorrow. I might. But once again, boxing drops the ball. Football is Saturday, football is Sunday. They put on the shittiest card they could find. Can you believe it? And then they want to wait till football season and have you jumping back and forth to a SEC game or a primetime Pac-12 or a primetime Big Ten game. And they want to have you jumping back and forth boxing or football. Like, nigga, all these shitty-ass fight dates we got going on. I mean, all these shitty-ass basketball and preseason football dates or no basketball on. You can put boxing on, good boxing on. But this is supposed to be Errol Spence fight date. Errol Spence is supposed to be fighting Sean Porter tomorrow night. Until he heard Danny Garcia and Sean Porter was going to be pay-per-view. Then he switched. But this big ass wouldn't have been in shape no way. Alright, I'll just do Pascal and the Kanauki fight. Pascal old as hell. Marcus Brown should get the knockout. But if he go all 12 with Brown, I don't want to hear Brown name with Berturbia, Gosvick. I don't think Brown is a blue chipper. Sometimes he look real good, and sometimes he don't. He just got arrested again, messing with the same baby mama woman. But he should have easy work with Pacquiao. Pacquiao punch resistance gone. Unless he on the take the Tasmanah. If he on that shit, so. Kanaki and Areola. It basically depends on if Kanaki can take Areola power. And if Kanaki can take Areola power, and then he just gonna out stamina Chris Areola. You know, he just gonna if he got the stamina he usually have, it come down to chin and stamina versus Areola power. I'll pick Brown to beat Pacquiao in like 8-9 rounds. And personally, Kanaki and Areola, I want to pick Areola for the knockout, to be honest. But I'm going to pick Kanaki. Stop Areola around the 10th round. Kanaki and Brown by stoppages. So I answered them questions. But I really want to pick Areola to get the stoppage. My fandom, anyway. I'm just going to pick that one. Brown got like 3 cases with this woman. She gonna take the nigga money when he get $1 million pay. You ain't like she gonna get the money regardless. She got his kid. She in the money. Canelo been brainwashed by Golden Boy since he was young. Maybe just because maybe he's starting to see it different. He was with All-Star Boxing then. Yeah, he was with him pretty young. Golden Boy. Oscar would be a suicide of Canelo Lee. It's over with. That company folding. Then Ryan Garcia gonna go over to Al. Lara want that Canelo rematch, so he figures if he beat the brakes off his brother, he would get it. That shit crazy. It was Don Banks. Be seminal. Oscar gonna pull up like Tony. Tony Montana. He news on J-Rock heard too. Nope. How good is Madden 20? It's good. I was playing it before I came down. Finally found time to. I've been practicing for the last 2 days. I got to practice the defensive audibles. I'm usually just good at defense. I'm good at but I was just playing it a minute ago. Alright, this is what happened. I started the game, but I forgot to change my playbook. So I ended it. Usually on the old man, it don't count as a loss as a ranked game. It gave me a loss, but then I just made some nigga quit. He had the Panthers. I playing with the Lions. And he scored on me. He took a deep. He did like a pitch toss. That bitch went like 70 yards, and then he ended up scoring in the end zone. He ain't scored another point. I just don't know the defensive audibles. They changed the padding around. I didn't really play Madden like that last year. I got it, but I didn't play it. They changed the audibles around, man, and I just know defense. But it's straight so far. I ain't played. I've been practicing. I used the Cardinals playbook. I might have to find me another playbook. They ain't really got the heavy set style. They more open. Run pass option, spread offense. I have to find me a playbook that works for me. That work. I can use it. I'm more of a defensive guy, and then. But it's better than the last. It's better than last year. I didn't play a lot, but it's straight. It's straight. I'll be cussing about it later on. I'll find me a league or two to join. I'm gonna start up the Twitch though. Yeah, I'm gonna start up the Twitch. I'm gonna do some artwork this weekend if I can, and I'm gonna do a stream. I'm gonna do a stream a week or some shit. Maybe stream a game or two a week on Twitch. So I'll let y'all know the information. I do the artwork on Twitch, and I got the webcam. Obviously, I got the webcam, the stream on Twitch and shit like that. I got the little what you call it, the little the little webcam stand, and so I stream. I had to fix my basement back up because man, I ain't been using. I got clothes and shit laid around here. I need to be folding, and then I gotta give me a TV stand down here, and I'm gonna give me a TV mounted up here for the. So I usually fix my basement up for the football season. You know, I ain't fixed it up this summer because females just want to take over every spot. I fixed the basement how I want it, man. Then they just want to be in the basement. I go to the living room, they want to be in the living room. Like niggas just need their space. You know what I'm saying? Women the real selfish species, man. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. You can't have shit as a man. Don't care for football unless I'm betting money on the team. Football by far better than boxing. Because at least out of the fucking whatever, out of the 12 games I'm gonna get a week, I'm at least get like 3 or 4 good games, and I ain't got to pay shit for it. I had the Sunday ticket last year. I ain't pay shit for it. Zero and Jesse Hart looking stuck at 40-75. Zerdo should get a mandatory shot at Kovalev. He get that shot. He should be able to get Kovalev. He ain't that good though. He regressed. Areola gonna get stopped. Probably will. He should knock out Kanaki. Kanaki ain't that fucking good, bro. That bitch went the distance with Charles Martin, but Chris Ariola ran down. August has a weak boxing schedule this year. Yep. Right. This last month without football. Nobody care about preseason football. You know, boxing do it to itself. Ariel said he quitting boxing if he loses, so I'm rocking with him to KO Kanauki. The money might be good. PS4 all day. Who for play by? PS4 not even good, bro. PS4. I mean, people play it, but I had a PS4 Pro. The shit was garbage as fuck. My Xbox One X, One S was better than that. Whatever the fuck you call it. They had a PS4 Pro, right? It streamed gaming in 4K, but it didn't have a 4K Blu-ray player on it. What? Like, how do you have a how do you stream it in 4K? How do you stream it in 4K, but you don't have a 4K Blu-ray player? How fucking stupid is that? And then it got that weak ass interface, the same blue interface. Like, this shit just weak, nigga. When I had a PlayStation, nobody had one. When I had a PlayStation, nobody had one. I got an Xbox. I get an Xbox. I got a PlayStation. Like, and them little nigga hand controllers. Like, nigga, we got like grown man hands. You know what I'm saying? Them little ass. Oh, get my small hand controllers. Get my small hand. Them little ass girly hand controllers. Xbox way better, bro. I don't play all that red damn dish. I play shoot him. Shoot it, pass the ball. That's it. I play football, box. If they got boxing, I play football, basketball, and Call of Duty. That's all I play. So I don't play that Red Damn Redemption shit. I don't play that. I don't play nothing like that. I bought Destiny, didn't like it. You know, I play Call of Duty, 2K. I used to play 2K. It's trash now. I don't know what they didn't did to it. That's it. If they got another good game, you know, if they come back out with Resident Evil or something like that, House of the Dead, yeah, I'll check it out. This shit trash. I don't care nothing but them, but Xbox don't have this. I don't play nothing else. Fuck that exclusive. I don't play the Destiny. I don't play the Red Dead Redemption. I don't play the Last of Us. I don't play none of that shit. My girl, she play like Mafia. I play Grand Theft Auto, yeah. I got UFC, only bought it because you got a Fight Night free. I ain't never played it a day in my life, but I got the brand new UFC too. Boxers all y'all. Thurman said he was gonna cut his hair if he lost to Pac. He ain't gonna do nothing to grow back. I fuck with Devils May Cry. I don't play Gears of War, none of that. That's a waste of time. Unless they got like that Call of Duty mode where you can shoot the zombies, or you go around, hardcore team deathmatch domination. I play shit like that. I remember I was in like college, and when Black Ops came out, like one day, nigga, I was barbecuing. I played that bitch from like 12 and after like 12 in the afternoon. I looked up, nigga. It was 6 in the morning, nigga. I stayed on that bitch all day. I had 2 Bluetooths. Charge one up, use one. Them bitches had like 6 or 8 hour lifespan. So I had to charge one up, use one. That shit was crazy. Black Ops was the GOAT. No, Modern Warfare 2. But internet wise, when I had the internet, Black Ops. Black Ops was the best one, man. Black Ops was the truth. I could play that shit all day. They remastered that, I could play that all day. Where they had like Array on there, Nuketown. I played that all fucking day. Mike Alvarado TV said Pacquiao scared to fight Mike Alvarado and Jeff Horn. He said is Thurman Pacquiao gonna have, I don't know. I just heard it, learn be talking about it. I played Black Ops. I played that shit for almost 24 hours straight. Man, I was, oh man. I said I ain't turn this game on when I wake up, nigga. Black Ops 4 got no story mode. Good. I ain't never played this shit no way. I got that shit upstairs. I only go straight to the internet. I got it upstairs. I'm gonna start buying digital games because I be trading my shit in too much. And GameStop, you buy a game for $60, come back a month later, oh, we got $7 for you. $7. Like, damn, GameStop, why you niggas so stingy? Got any more questions, and then I'll get to them. I'll stay on for a couple more seconds. Black Ops 2 was alright. Black Ops 1 was the best. I don't know. I need 007 to come out on PS or Xbox. Oh, GoldenEye, yeah, that shit was. Or Perfect Dark. What's it called? Perfect Dark. That shit was a shit. So all Nintendo gotta do is remaster like a lot of Nintendo games. I heard they coming out with a Super Nintendo Classic. I ordered my Sega Genesis Classic because the ones that like they got out now, those are all about third parties. Like this one is made by Sega Genesis. This one that's coming out, I pre-ordered. I think it's like I don't even know how much the Sega Genesis Classic. I put like $20 down on it. My gamer tag, Motor City Smoke 3. Just like that, Motor City Smoke 3. I think that's what it is. I used to be the Madden King. Shit, everybody used to be the Madden King. Cody Woe. They ain't changed the game up so much. Now, first Madden they came out on PS4, it was straight. I got the PS4 when it first came out. The first one they came out with, it was dope. The rest of them was like, I didn't even like them. But PS2 had the best Maddens to me. Do you think the disrespect of Bud fueling his fire? He seen the kind. I mean, you can't stress over shit you can't control. And then to be common, I mean, you can't stress. He just an older guy. Remember the PS2 Madden? They used to have a radio show in the franchise mode. It was a shit. They definitely put more effort on PS2. I haven't played a game in years. Shit, me neither. Before I got the last 2 years, I played every now and again. I'm gonna get a Switch for the kids. I've been saying that I gotta get it. Do you think all the disrespect? Okay, I read that one. What do you think about Triple G versus dude who Jacobs already beat? That's a mandatory. That's an IBF mandatory. You know, it is what it is. It's an IBF mandatory. I expect Triple G to win, but he dropped his belt not to fight that guy. Remember, that's how he ended up fighting Danny Jacobs for the belt. Triple G dropped the belt because he didn't want to fight him. Streets of Rage needs a remake. Yeah, I played that. I had that bitch on my Sega Game Gear. Streets of Rage was sweet, but it'd be a straight fight. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Russian Attack Madden 06. Yup. You go through them little tackle dummies and shit. Yup, I had that shit. I remember they had the Vision. What was that like with McNabb on the front? They had the QB Vision, and Michael Vick had a Vision smarter than a pizza. Do you got FIFA? No, I don't play FIFA. I'm gonna get FIFA. I'm gonna get the new one. FIFA fun as hell. I turn the rules off though because I don't know the rules. How you feel about Eric Molina interview? I ain't seen it. But FIFA fun. Yeah, FIFA NHL fun as hell. I used to get NHL every year. Every year I used to get NHL. That was one of my favorite games to play. He said it was 06. Yeah, okay, I have to remember one of them. They had the QB light on there. I was fucking niggas up with that QB light. I was fucking niggas up. You know, you got that weak ass PS4. Small hand ass niggas. I used to like baseball too. I still got one of my 989 Sports baseball games around here from PlayStation. They somewhere around here packed up with the black disc. I still got the baseball game from PlayStation. MLB 98 something. I still got that shit. I already talked about DIllian. I gave him enough airtime. I don't know. Fury can't lose because that water fight gonna get him that return. Small hand PlayStation niggas, man. And you play my small hand. Don't you grab my small hand? Motherfucking nigga, I tried it, nigga. I can play PlayStation with one hand, nigga. My hand so big. I just play with one hand. Yeah, I had Tiger Woods. I had Tiger Woods golf back in the day. I think we had that shit on the that Wii. We had it on the Wii, but I played it. I used to get that too. Every now and again, I used to get that. Fury worse than Canelo with it. You know, I played PlayStation with one hand. But yeah, let me get out of here, man. I'm about to go I'm gonna go to Dairy Queen on y'all niggas, man. And then I'm about to finish playing Madden, nigga. On Xbox. For real niggas. Hey, I appreciate everybody, man. Everybody check us out on Facebook today. We're going to continue to stream on Facebook. Shout out to everybody over there. If you want to follow us on YouTube over there, Goodfellas Sports TV going across your screen. Other than that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Box. 18% off 100% on natural products. Website, promo code, description. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love and support. And all the little hand dudes keep playing PlayStation, man. PlayStation made controllers for dudes with baby fingers and baby hands. So make sure y'all rub your baby hands tonight. But we gonna